Hello. Hi there. Hi there. It's Severina. Welcome back. This is my first time streaming on this account. Um okay, yeah, as the title today, we're gonna do some development. Hirattack. That's for context. I'm gonna give you a little bit of context. Hirattack is, I don't know if I want to change the name or not, but for now I'm gonna title it Hirattack. I wanted to initially created a like a language practice app, language practice game. So initially I want to make a flashcard app for practicing or memorizing the Python. What? Memorizing the hiragana letters. But since Python apps needs like PyInstaller to distribute as exe, it's another skill set to learn. For me personally, it was quite a headache when I tried to learn it because I want to both help myself to practice memorizing the alphabet, but also I thought I would love to share this with other people as well. So they would, you know, have at least hopefully got felt a little bit helped by what I made. If there are people who also have the same struggles as me, like usually I would forget the hiragana letters when I haven't practiced it in a long time. So I think creating an app to help you do that is like a fun way to practice it. And instead of just making a flashcard with Python, because since it needs PyInstaller to distribute, I just realized I have been planning to learn Godot because I heard GDScript is quite similar to Python, so it would be almost like a natural streamlined flow to learn it. So I was finally realizing that maybe this is the time to try Godot, because back then I used to make casual games like platformer games. Yeah, mostly platformer games, but using Unity, and Unity uses C sharp, and C sharp is a hassle to do. It's very I mean, for me, at least for me, C sharp is very tedious. So I'm quite excited to create something useful in Godot. And since Godot is like a game engine, one of the game engines, I was thinking maybe not just flashcard, maybe we could do more than flashcard. So my whole idea is to make a card game. So like Uno, where the opponent will give you a card and then you will hit with your attack card. But in this instance, the cards will be like a quiz. So the opponent will give you the romanji of the letter, and you will hit with the answer, the hiragana letter answer. So that's practically the main gist of it. It's quite simple in my opinion, in my mind. It's one of the simplest game, not simplest, no, simpler games I could come up to, come up with, but it's still game dev, so it's still going to involve coding and stuff. So usually when I would code, I would just do flow charting. Like even when I'm making apps with Python, I would have the idea break it down into flowcharts for at least for me to understand uh, the main mechanics of it, to hopefully help me to know what to do after from one thing to the other. So I've made a flowchart. I don't know if it's a good idea to show it, but I think I'm going to show it anyways. To this is a devlog. I would just I would just share everything, I guess. Anyways, also, if you look at the bottom right, I'm not my model right now. I don't think I'm gonna stream with the model at all until I figure out what's wrong with my webcam. But you gotta welcome who's possessing me, dude. Yeah, welcome the coding cat. So whenever I'm going to yap about coding, like coding, whatever, writing lines, it'll be the coding cat. It's not Sebi. It's not just Sebi. It's coding cat. Good. So this is the flowchart. This is like very simplified of what I wanted to do. Just to like keep me in line on whatever I was planning to like create or like put inside the game. So as regular card games are, of course you need cards and you will have a player hand. In the future, you will definitely have, I will put the opponent and card decks and the logic behind it. But for now, we will focus mostly on the cards and the card manager for this one. And maybe if you know what? Yeah. For today's only cards and card manager. Specifically making the card nodes, the sprites, putting the scenes, making the card scenes, and creating the card manager script. So the cards are supposed to be the child of the card manager. So you don't have to put the scripts on the card scenes itself, because it would be a lot of scripts. If you have a lot of cards, it will be a lot of scripts to run. So it's a really good idea to make a card manager as a parent of your cards. And the card managers would be able to handle all of the basic mechanics of basic logics of the card interactions, like clicking on it, checking whether or not the mouse is on the card, to like inflict the to like what is it, to like trigger the hover or trigger the card drag. So for today, I was planning to cut it short. Is it gonna be short? I'm not sure. But I was thinking to just limit today's dev until the card drag logic. But if we have time, I think I would continue to the mouse hover logic. But we'll see. We'll see later. The player hand will be somewhere in the future, but not today, because it's quite a lot. The player hand entails quite a lot. So for now, just to keep it simple, since we're just starting out, we're gonna do the setup. Okay, so I have actually like set this up, like set the repo res repo, huh? The folder up, but I haven't really done anything with it. So the first thing, usually the first thing that would appear is like a 3D scene right here in the viewport. But since I've already like click around with it, it's just like that. It's the same thing. It's just a little different. Maybe when you open it, open your Godot up yourself. So we're gonna start with the 2D scenes since it's 2D. I'm gonna rename it to main. Okay. Okay, so the first thing I've already, oh yeah, the only thing I did here is to drag like one of the cards into the res. So we're gonna make the card scenes first. Go ahead and look up Sprite 2D. I'm gonna name this card. Yeah, you can actually like drop it like immediately here, but that would result in, let's just see, that would just result in the Godot creating it as its own sprite. So it's not card anymore. It's its own sprite. Look, right? So what I usually do, I would just grab this and put it in the texture. And I would also make sure I click on the centered. Wait, am I right? Yeah. Click on centered as on. And I would just, this is quite big, right? Hold on, let me check. Oh, I meant to click on the project settings. Okay, I'm so sorry. Some of my things just fell over. I don't know why. Okay, so this is the default camera, the blue rectangle, if you're wondering. So that's where we're gonna focus on putting our stuff in. But for now, we're gonna do this first. So you already put the sprite 2D. You're gonna add area node, area 2D, and it will show up with this configuration warning because we don't have the collision body shape first. Collision shape. Just put that there. It's another warning because we need to set the shape. Just put rectangle. Actually, I think I'm going to like resize this. I hope it's not gonna be weird. Oh, shucks. Okay. If you want to keep it, like good size, like uniform, you can hold down the shift key. I'm just going to match the crosshair to the main scene crosshair, and the next thing I'm gonna do is to resize the collision shape. It's kind of big still, but hear me out. Am I doing the right thing? Oh. Hold on. Let's name this. Just to make it easier. Okay. First thing. And with this here. Keep it smaller. Let's just check. If it's too big, I think it's kind of still too big. No, you know what? That's fine. I think that's fine. We're gonna resize this. I'm gonna resize this. Resizing it. Oh, what the hell? I'm so sorry. Okay. It's okay if it's not like exactly, because you can't really do exactly. So you'll be very lucky if it's exactly if it fits exactly, but most of the time it wouldn't, but it's fine. So yeah, you already have that. Very good, very nice. And I'm thinking, I remember I do need a container for this, so I'm going to add another node. Oh wait, node 2D, and name it as cards. Put it here. Heck yeah. And usually I would do this. Yeah, that's better because hear me out. Oh shit. Okay. So sorry. I didn't mean to curse. Okay. What the hell? It's not what I wanted to. There we are. Okie dokie. Very nice. So I'm pulling it into the what is this called? The default camera. So it would appear. Will it appear? Select main. Heck yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't know if you can see that though. Hold on. Let me pull you into the debug here. Since I put it there, I put it here, right? In the debug, it would look like that. Look like this. Right? Oh, my kitty! Are you okay, baby? My cat is crying. I don't know why. She dreamt about something. Okay, we got this. This is finished. This is good. For now. And you can right click on it to make this as scene. Save branch as scene. Yeah. And just save it. Okay, so then we can just add more if you want. There we go. And there's gonna be another one. Oh. Why is it there? What the heck? Yeah, like there. Have another one. It will spawn right there. Oh, maybe I will have another, like two, just two. That's fine. Put it here. Very good. Let's put it in the middle, I guess. Okay. So, and then this is just cards, right? Like as I said before in the flowchart, we need something to contain the card to like minimize the amount of scripts needs to be run. So I'm gonna add a child node. another node 2D. I'm gonna name it card manager. Okay. Yippee, and drag it. Yippee! There it is. Okay. Now we're gonna start coding. Okay. I'm gonna attach the script and just name it card. I don't know if you can see the pop-ups, but I'm naming it card manager. This. Okay. So the very basic thing we're going to do right now is to put like a function. The function to what? To detect left click. So I'm gonna do the function input event if event input here it is. Input event mouse button, and not just any mouse button, we want the left mouse button. Event mouse. There it is. Then okay, we're gonna do the checking first. So we're gonna print left click. Okay. Like like all Python coding do. We do be doing that. We do be checking like that. Let's just check if it works. I'm gonna bring you to the debug. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna click. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see my cursor, but I'm gonna click a few times here and there. Heck yeah. Okay. Now let's go back to the Godot engine, and we can see here it's left click. It's a lot of left click. But the problem is, I don't think I clicked this many times, right? Let's just check just how it like takes it. Okay, I clicked once there, and it showed up as left click twice, because it takes in both the click and the release. Okay, so I need to differentiate between the two. I'm gonna delete this. We're gonna do another if conditions. Oh god. If we can just write this and it's gonna be fine, because I already tried it. But if not, we'll just do what Godot just recommend us. Print click, and then else I'm gonna print release. just to differentiate. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm pay attention, just pay attention to the output. I'm just gonna go to the debug and click once. See? I'll click another one. Another. Pretty good, right? Heck yeah. The if event for event press is kind of like self-explanatory. I love GDScript. I love how GDScript is really similar to Python, that you could just be intuitive with it. Now, we can do so much with this. And the very first thing I want to do is to check whether or not the click was on the card. And if so, I want to do something about it. So, we can get rid of this first, because we're going to put a function in it to check whether or not there's a card. So we're gonna put the raycast. Oh no. Let's put pass first. And then we're gonna just, you can name it anything, but I'm gonna like name it so both of us would understand what's in it. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this. Beep, beep. And I'm gonna make another function. And this, I'm gonna write down some things that are like established by Godot, so it's not kind of like not my logic, but it's kind of like rationalizing Godot logic. So we're making new variable. I'm gonna do a space state, and in here we're gonna call, sorry, don't need that. We're gonna call the whole scene, the world, the viewport, the window, yeah, the viewport. We're gonna get world 2D. Okay. And then we're gonna do parameters. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This parameters, and this is physics point query parameters studio dot new. And we're gonna play around with the parameters to fit our need. So we're gonna check position of the cursor. Yep. And then we're gonna check collision, like whether or not the click is colliding with something. True. Oh, so sorry. What's wrong with this? I forgot the R. Parameters. We're gonna check what collision mask it is. Yep. to check what we are clicking on. For now, let's put 1 because the card is in 1. So next we need to have a result, right? To like return, to like tell us whether or not it's giving out a signal that it's clicking on something or not. Intersect point, and we put the parameters in the intersect point, and we do the if, because okay, if we do this right now, it wouldn't. Let me check. It would. Let me do a print. Let me check. I'm gonna see. I clicked it twice, by the way. Okay, nothing happened. Alright, that's... I don't know what I was expecting from that. Let's just print... the result. Let's print a result. Okay, I'm gonna click outside the card and then on the card. So outside and on. Oh yeah, hold on. my dumbass forgot to call it. So sorry guys. Bruh. Anyways, I'm gonna click outside and inside the card. And you can see when it's outside, it's 0. And when it's inside, it gives you a bunch of array. But unfortunately, if we just keep it like until now, it's still gonna like print out the same thing. It's gonna print both. You know? Like it's still gonna click both times. But if we only print out, because I want event press to only react to it when it clicked on a card. I'm gonna do another if statement. So I don't want it to react when it clicked on something, when it returns an empty array. So I'm just gonna make sure the size, if the result if the result that came out after clicking has size more than 0 in the array, then we can return. Yeah. So we don't return the empty array too, because that would be it would be kind of useless, isn't it? So this is like 1. This is like a dictionary inside of an array, right? I want to just grab the collider, because this is a bunch of jumbled other keys, right? But I want to just grab the collider instead to make it more precise. So how we're gonna do it, we're gonna do return result, and This is like the same as Python when you're tapping into array and dictionary. You just put brackets and then the index, and then I'm gonna specify it, collider, and I'm gonna get the card by get parent. Yeah. And if it's 0, it's gonna return null. Yeah. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, my bad, it doesn't do anything. Okay, honestly, we don't need to try it. Because we don't print anything, we just return it to return it to be in this condition. Now we can start with the dragging logic, because we already returned. If we click on this, if we click on something, it will return the collider and get the parent. We can start working on the dragging. So I'm gonna add a variable for the dragging logic. Just put it here. Variable. Okay, just that. That's fine. And then if card equals, sorry, my bad. No, wait. Gotta make this a variable first. Okay. Now we can do the if card. If card being dragged equals card. Okay. Alright. Else no. Card drag equals null. Okay. Now we're gonna use this function, and paste it up here, because we're gonna use it. If card being dragged, then var, we're gonna check the mouse position. Get global mouse position, and then card being dragged position became the mouse position. And oh, you know, to keep it worrisome, I'm gonna just do global. And then mouse pause. Yeah. Because the last time I only do card being dragged position, and it's kind of wonky. So we're gonna try it now. Let's go to the debug. Come in. Can you see it now? Hell yeah. And now you can drag it. Heck yeah, look at that. It goes under it though. Okay, let's see what would happen if we just use position. I mean, for now it would be the same, but later it will. Yeah, it would be the same, but sometimes it's kind of wonky. So if it's okay with position, you can just use position. If it's kind of wonky, try making it global position. It fix it most of the time. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good, right? Dragging. Now, last thing we're gonna do, since, okay, look at this. I'm gonna show you what I want to debug. Okay. If I drag this, whoa, hold on, wait. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I guess. Like, oh, wow. Okay, a lot of times, sometimes, okay, hear me out. Sometimes, if you have, if your mouse can move out of the screen, your card will go out of the screen. But right now, low key, this is great. It's not going out of the screen. But as a preventive measure, I'm gonna go to limited. Okay, I'm gonna limit it. I I was a little bit at fault there, because previously when I was practicing, the card would go out of the viewport because my mouse position got a little wacky. What if it's a problem with this? No, that's fine. Okay. Okay. As a preventive measure, I want to limit, like, where the mouse could go. If for me, it's fine. Sometimes in another device it would not be fine, because that's how it goes the last time. So I'm going to clamp the card position. Just adding var screen size. I'm gonna get it later. Actually, move it here, because screen size gotta be the first thing. And now we're going to finally use this. Yep. Put it. Okay. Okay. And screen size equals get viewport rect is rectangle, and size, heck yeah. Oh, now I know this is gonna be really tedious, so pay attention. Since, okay, let's look at here, over here. This is 0.0. So I'm gonna make use of that in the script. So I'm gonna do vector 2D, vector 2. Where is it? Clamp. Okay. Now first value is mouse X. Mouse pause dot X. Minimum 0. And then maximum screen size dot X. So it's not gonna be like hard coded, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be awesome. Actually, I'm gonna. Oh no! I almost cut it. Clamp, and then I'm gonna do another one. We can just paste it and change it into Y. Oh gosh. Okay. Y. I can just enter it so it's not out of the screen. Yippee! I'm just checking, so it's not gonna error or anything. Okay, it's good. All good. Yippee! No errors? Oh, hold on. You cannot see it. I'm so sorry. It's in the debug. Okay. It's fine. It's fine, right? Nothing's wrong. All good. Hell yeah. It's limited. It's clamped. All good. So, yeah, you know. Yeah. So, for the clamping, the limiting, you do clamp, and then this is the variable, and this, like, the variable as in the direction we want to like tap into, and then this is the minimum for me, which for me is 0. The minimum is here. This for XY both is here, and this is the maximum. So I don't hard code it, so I made sure it can be like used for different screen sizes, so it will be more modular, which is great. Yippee! So heck yeah. You can just copy and paste this. Make sure the parentheses is in the right positions. Oh my god, were you just looking at the debugging the whole time? I'm so sorry. So okay, the clamp, this is for limiting the vector 2 clamp. This is the directions. The mouse pause X, mouse pause Y is the direction we want to tap into. This, the first one after the comma, the first comma. Oh my gosh, hold on, no. So the first one after this is the minimum. And then the next one is the maximum. The minimum is this for X and Y. The minimum is the crosshair, for me at least, in the default scene, because I keep the default camera and the corner starts from 0.0 xy, so it's easier to tap into. But if you want to do like use a custom camera, make sure to check where the top right corner is, the coordinates of the top right corner, because that will be your minimum. So yeah, pretty much this. So far for me, this works. Oh good. This could be position or global position. But if position work, you can just use position, so it would be cleaner. But if it's kind of wonky, because sometimes when you do position and there's some bug where when you click on the card it would like jump away from your mouse. Sometimes it happens. You can use global position. It would be better. Also, there's a stray integer here. So I'm gonna copy it and change it into a constant. I'm gonna put a constant and put a constant on above everything else, every other variable. Oh! Okay. All good. Collision mask. Let's check if there's... Okay, all good. I'm just checking if there's error because of that. Okay. Just cleaned up and yeah. That's for the dragging system. So let me go over it again. So the first thing I do, putting the input input function to detect the mouse button clicks event, and then when it's clicked I wanted to check whether or not it's a card, and if it is a card, that card if it's a dragged, that card is the one that's going to be dragged. And this checking, getting the viewport, the world, and checking the positions of the cursor and whether or not it's colliding to something like areas, and we'll get a result on what our clicks are colliding with, whether or not it's empty. For this if statement is to only return the array that's not empty, and I'm returning the collider, the card itself. Okay. Then the card will be able to be dragged, and when we're releasing our left mouse button clicks, it will let go of the card, and and then finally I'm clamping it, like limiting the movement of the mouse so that it won't go outside of the viewport. And even though it doesn't happen for me today, it might happen to me in the future, because that's what happened before. I'm so glad I practiced first, because now I know. I know what to look out for. So minor bugs, pretty good. And yeah, I think we've done pretty good job for today. And it's like an hour, which is great, right? Isn't it great? Like, and if you can see for yourself the way GDScript is written, it kind of is like a mix between, it's like when Python is tapping into the thing, the components in the game engine. So like in between Python and C# for Unity, because I still have these functions, delta, float, void, although it's kind of like the args and quarks in Python. it's still pretty much the same, no? Right? Where the variable, how to call a function, how to create a function, pretty much the same. And what I like about Godot is that you can just hover over a class and check how to use it. It's kind of like you have your own guide built in, which is great. Yippee! In the next one, I think I'm going to do the hover. And yeah, we're gonna deal with hover animation. It's not gonna be like node, like the direct node animation, but animating it through codes. I think I'm going to do the hover effects for the next one. So highlighting and yeah. And if that went on for not too long, like not long enough, I might do another section. But we'll see. Even today, I thought it's gonna be faster, but apparently it's not that fast. It's like 1 hour at least. Because I was yapping too in the, like, initially when I started out to just explain the context and what I wanted to make and do. So, also if I was also checking my notes from my practice to make sure I'm doing things right. So, at least I got that going for me. I do practice just so everything will go according to plan, which it is. I'm so glad. Okay, yeah. This is pretty much like a spoiler of my future game, but I really do hope this game would help other people and me to practice hiragana letters, memorize the hiragana letters, which would be super, super great. And I hope this will be like one of the stepping stones for me to make more in the future, because I have a lot of ideas, which I would not reveal right now, but I will definitely reveal in the future when I'm bringing you with in my devlog journey. So take this as me semi-learning Godot for the first time, actually the second time. So this is kind of like me applying my initial knowledge of Godot for the very first time in a very first real project, which I will distribute to the public in the future. And I guess it's gonna be it for today. It's been really fun. I'm so glad I did well for this section. It's not that complicated for today, but it will get more complicated the more we go, because we will be dealing with more things, and I will also be putting in a lot of different assets. I mean, it's a lot of different assets, but it's going to be for the same scene, because the cards will be, I want the cards to be unique, of course, because it's a card game. Of course, you're not gonna have just one card for the whole card game, right? So that would be one of the thing that also going to be where it's going to start getting a little more complicated. But hopefully, since I've learned it and I've practiced, hopefully we won't get too stumped when we are faced on with like bugs or like errors. So I guess we'll just keep that for the future. We'll see where it pans out for us. And I really do hope I can finish this and I can show it off to the world and, you know, just help everyone out, hopefully, with this and like impress people. Kidding. I mean, like I said, a stepping stone, as I said. And also, if you're here from my video, I'm so sorry. It's just kind of weird that I jumped from 3D modeling to this, but I do have a lot of skill sets from different hobbies. But my 3D modeling is not just hobbies, which I think I will also do more of 3D modeling in the future, but I don't have any idea what to make yet. Well, I kind of do. Maybe I will respond to like questions about it later, or I will make something interesting with it, but it's kind of static. 3D models are kind of like static, so I just want to do something fun. That's why I'm gonna, you know, more focus on the development more than 3D modeling for now. Maybe in the future I will do mostly probably just game inspired designs, which is the most fun to do, the 3D model. So yeah, I'm starting to yap. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's it for the first ever devlog for Hirattack. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe we'll see. It's going to be Guerrilla, like a pop-up stream. But I'll see you when I see you, I guess. Alrighty, bye bye.